Well, hi there, Pipe Pals. Maybe you don't see me right away. If you turn your camera or turn the screen, you'll see me. I'm going to try something kind of different today, but hold on. Got to do something here. I'm going to have to do this. Got to turn the music off. Got to turn the music off because why? Because even though it's just the radio, it'll be a copyright violation. That's just the way life is. Anyway, maybe I'll work at trying to get some copyright-free music in the future. Okay, I'm smoking this ancient old calabash, which was given to me as a going-away gift a couple of years ago, almost. When I left Good Shepherd, a little over a year and a half ago. And Joe and Nancy gave me this, and I don't ever expect them to see my videos, but if you do, thanks, Joe. Love this pipe. It's a, you know what, and there's a reason for this pipe. I'm going to talk about it here in just a minute. I think pipe smoking lends itself to all sorts of, it's like an open door to the world of ideas. I think there's a lot of philosophy in a bowl of a pipe. And I'm hoping that some of you, no, not some of you, I hope all of you at least can agree with that. That pipe smoking, you know, it's sort of like when you walk in a park and you have a nice, well-behaved dog. You know, now if you got a crazy dog or a mean dog, and again, I don't hate dogs. Don't hear me hating on dogs now, but I'm just saying that when you have a well-behaved animal, it's well cared for. You know, people like animals to begin with. They're going to stop and they're probably going to want to pet your dog and say hi and compliment you on what a well-behaved pet you have, what a very nice animal you seem to take care of your pet. And obviously, so I think good pipe smoking. For civilized people, they can meet in the arena of the world and share a pipe, share some ideas. Even if you don't agree, at least you can, say, well, this is what I'm thinking today. This is who I am today. Celebrate life. Happy winter solstice to all of you. Okay. Well, I'm doing something kind of. This is a crazy video. Well, all my videos are crazy. You know that. Because I talk about so many different things, and I'm into so many different things today. Today I went for a run, interval run. I even ran up the 5 flights of stairs to the hospital. Anyway, I'm smoking. If you follow me over here, I'm smoking some Stonehaven. Still got this little jar right here. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so I'm having a little bit of a problem here because Stonehaven being a wonderful flake, which it is, trying to keep it going. So Gary, old gentleman scholar, don't be afraid of making videos just because you're new to pipe smoking. And even if you have to relight, 50 times in a video, don't worry about it. It's not a problem. Okay. So here I am. I'm kind of excited about this new, my office. I'm excited. If you pan around, you see the new Mac Pro sitting on the desk there. Kind of cleaned up the place a whole lot, reorganized, and I'm just really happy with that. And so I'm making this video because I'm probably going to get a copyright violation for that. Watch that. Okay, a couple things. One, just fun stuff. Richard T, my tech buddy out there in the real world, he said when I told him about the deal I got on the Mac Pro, and just for those of you who missed the last video, um, even though the old Holy Smoking Padre was on a self-imposed no Apple buying purchases for a year, just about, well, tomorrow will be the 22nd. So last week, just before, under shy of 6 months, I didn't go out and buy the new Apple iPhone. I didn't go out and buy the latest Apple iPad. The last purchase was around the December 21st, 22nd. And that was it. And although I've been wanting a new Mac Pro, and even though the new Mac Pro is actually 3 years old now, it's not a spring chicken. I was going to get one in the fall, for sure. Probably around, probably right after the 22nd of December, that would be the full year. And then I'd be free. I thought, okay, I've done a whole year without buying any Apple products. Well, went to the Best Buy. Long story short, the young sales lady there, really great to know that some of these young people really are on the ball. And I just said, hey, would I be able to, in say like 6 months' time, order a Mac Pro from the store here? I would have to go online to do it, or I'd have to go to the Apple store. The Apple store is like 2 hours away. And sure, her eyes got big and a smile came over and she goes, we actually have one in the back. Somebody bought one and they returned it. I said, what? Yeah. Buyer's remorse, I don't know. Maybe it was his wife saying, you're not bringing that in here. That's happened before. So anyway, I couldn't believe my luck, and $300 off. I said, hey, let's make a deal. So I got it. So but there's a couple things that are nothing's wrong with it, but it does need a bigger SSD drive, and I'm going to fix that probably in a month or two. Maybe not right away. It's doing okay. And a little bit more RAM memory, make it just a little bit peppier. This thing can go at 64 gigs of RAM. That's amazing. It's got 12 right now, so I'm going to add 4 more and make it 16. But anyway, so Richard T. said, when I told him about this, he said, hey, blah, 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 blah. He goes, well, what you need to do to make up for this horrible infraction that you've committed in the YouTube community is that you need to get a picture of Bill Gates and say some prayers. So I'm trying to do something that I'm not sure I can do, and that is do a green screen inside of the 360 Fly video. And I don't know if it's going to work. I'm going to do it. I know I can pull videos from the 360 Director into Final Cut Pro and make some changes, and we'll see. We'll see. I'm thinking it's possible, but then again, it may not work. So you might see some really weird stuff behind me. So anyway, that's all I can say. We're going to try that. So I've got if you're looking at this and you're seeing me right now, there's a picture of Bill Gates behind me. Well, that's for Richard T. Okay. Let's see. I got some coffee here, and summertime, and I love making videos. And I love just celebrating summer, just like we all do. Now, I'm also going to try putting in another video inside a video, picture-in-picture, and see if that works as well. So this is kind of an experimental video. So tomorrow will be 6 months, though. I have been on the ketogenic diet. And I can say I've had no sugary treats, no cookies, cakes, pies, pasta, candy bars. I've had some sugar-free candy. I've even made my own sugar-free dark chocolate with stevia, and I don't do that. I think I've only done that once. I've only made one pan of that once. I think I found a sugar-free dark chocolate bar at Trader Joe's, and that was pretty good. But the good thing is that I haven't had any fast food or any of that. So we're going to see what a year does. I really am going to stick to it. And I don't miss a lot of the sugary things, the treats, because I have new treats now. I have new treats that are just, I think they're just as tasty, and they're still caloric. They're still caloric type treats. Like one of the things that I really like are nut butters, almond butter, cashew butter, sunflower seed butter. I like those an awful lot. Those are kind of treats for me. Really enjoy those. And just basically just simple good eating is good. So anyway, bottom line is that the only thing is I will, and I'm going to roll it right now, a little B-roll of some fresh fruit and some fruit juice that looked absolutely amazing that I wanted to enjoy today, but I didn't. But I took a little video of it to say this was the one thing that was a bit of a temptation. It was on par with, or almost on par with, hey, you want a Mac Pro for $300 off? It was almost at that point where saying, man, I love cherries. I love stone fruits. I love watermelon. I love summertime because of the fruit. So the problem is that this has been this summer, and now it is officially summer. Of course, fruit's been in season now for the last month and a half at least, good fruit. And I miss that. I have to say, it's not without some sacrifice. There is some there's a little bit of sadness when I go by the produce department and I get my broccoli and I get my asparagus and I get my arugula and all my other vegetables that I love, my avocados. Avocados are technically a fruit. But the thing is that I am, I'm still going to stick with this thing now, especially after 6 months. By the time you watch this, it'll be over 6 months. And that's just the way it is. And in fact, I probably wasn't even going to get the Mac Pro, like I said, for another 6 months, at least, because I just wasn't really in the mood to do that. But when this opportunity came up, I said, you know what, it's probably the time to do it. So that's the only reason why I did that. If it had just been under quote-unquote normal circumstances, and they said, oh yeah, we could order it for you, I'd say, fine, I'll see you in about 6 months. But to find out that there was a new Mac Pro in the warehouse and I could get $300 off on it, I just thought, man, I just can't walk away from that. So anyway, I did make a compromise. And so my Mac buying kind of opened a little window there. Bought a new keyboard and a pad for it. And that's basically it. So I don't think I'll be buying anything else. Let's see if I can just go another 6 months. Maybe I can do 6 months at a time. Okay. Stone hating. Okay, the reason why I like this pipe is a combination. It's not really a combination. It's not a, well, actually there are some briar pipes that have meerschaum linings. Of course, this is a traditional gourd, and it's got a meerschaum bowl. But the reason why I want to talk about this just real briefly, this is what I want to share, I guess, partly, is that, I know that we live in a very thorny culture right now. We have lots of people who have lots of different views, and some people are have very strong opinions. I mean, I do, and I share that. But I do try to share it, and be honest with me, I think I try to share it in a very reasonable way. I don't think I'm come off as a flamethrower, except when I play with my Dunhill. There we go. This can really get, ooh, look at that flame. Ah, I love it. Okay, that's about it. But I do have my opinions, and sometimes I think they're appropriate to share. I know some of you, maybe many of you, don't agree, and you know what? That's okay. Again, one of the things that I think about is great about America, great about our country thus far, is that we live in a land of ideals. And ideologies, but ideals. And ideas. Ideas, ideals, and ideologies. Maybe I don't know if I'm going to call this, that sounds like a good title for the video. Ideas, ideologies, and ideas, ideologies, and ideologies. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, the bottom line is that um, we live in a very diverse culture. We all know that. And in a secular society, we have we kind of live, in a neighborhood that has things that maybe we don't agree with. And here's the thing that if I could say anything to my viewers, and I want to say this humbly. I mean, I don't have a lot, but there are some of you that like my videos, and I thank you for watching. And it's always a treat to get little comments, even comments that people disagree. But the reason I like this way is it's kind of it's a combination of different things. You've got the vulcanite stem, that's an old traditional stuff. You got this old gourd and this old meerschaum bowl. And it's kind of a collection of things that make up this one thing. And I look at America kind of the same way. And just because I may not agree with some of you on certain issues, and this is where we have this kind of this kerfuffle here, I guess, that we have a problem with. And you see it even in the vegan community, just as an aside. If any of those of you follow the vegan movement at all, it seems to be kind of imploding from within. And if you detect, I have a bit of a glee about that. I just think it's funny. That's all. I just think it's kind of interesting that when people become self-appointed gurus and leaders, there's always going to be somebody else that's going to disagree with that. And sure enough, it's happening in that community. And it's, on one hand, it's sad, but on one hand, it's sort of like some of them have gone over the top. And they I think they needed some self-correcting stuff going on. So that's basically what's going on with them. But there's a lot of drama going on in the vegan YouTube community. Anyway, but again, people have different ideas, and I may not agree with you. But don't hear me saying that I want to hurt you, or I want to silence you, or I want to put you in jail, or I want you to go away to the planet Xenon or something like that, or you don't have a right to exist, or you don't have a right to your beliefs. No, not at all. And that's the problem that I think we're having, is that when some people don't want to hear another person's opinion, especially if it goes against them, like this whole Brexit thing that they'll be voting on in the next couple of days in Britain about whether they stay with the EU or get out of the EU. It's just incredible to hear people, no, I don't want to hear your opinion. And they put their hands to their ears and close their eyes and no, I don't want to hear. That's kind of immature, I think, and childish. What is it about a differing opinion that you find so threatening? And I just want to say that, I don't think that's the road to better understanding. I really don't. And when you try to silence other people because you disagree with them, I think that's just a dangerous thing. Because if you silence somebody that you don't agree with, someday someone will come and silence you. It's just inevitable. So why not try to do what I think we naturally kind of do, I hope, in the YouTube pipe community, is we have people with different opinions, different lifestyles, different political stripes, and we seem to get along. There's not a lot of name calling. Although some people can get very outspoken and angry and upset, and that's okay. But as long, again, and I've said this probably many times, probably ad nauseum, and I apologize. Oh, my shirt's dirty. I have people that, again, I probably, if they ask me, well, what does the church teach about this issue or that issue? And I've had people ask me that. And I've even shared my comments and where I think the church is at. And some people disagree. And that's okay. You can disagree. It's a free country. That's the beauty. It is a free country. And that's what I wanted just to say. kind of as we kind of go through the summer months and the rest of the year. And I don't know how many more videos I'm going to make for the rest of the year because I'm getting kind of overwhelmed with other things. But, I just want to celebrate true diversity. I might disagree with you, you might disagree with me, but we can do it in a civilized, and I'd even dare say even a friendly manner. I don't have to hate you because you don't believe the way I believe. You don't have to hate me because I don't believe the way you believe. But if we're in the pipe smoking community, we can kind of like say, hey, sit down with a friend or somebody who's maybe even opposed to your viewpoint, sit down, have a pipe, and just talk about it. Listen. Basically, I try to listen, believe it or not. I mean, I always agree, and I don't, but I can at least listen and say, well, I can see your point of view. I mean, I don't subscribe to it, but I can respect that. I mean, again, I'm not here to shut anybody down. There was a YouTuber who was really upset because supposedly YouTube, and maybe YouTube did, I don't know, but basically, somebody complained and got my videos shut down. And I thought, well, it wasn't really, I mean, YouTube will make the decision, and again, I think basically they put you in a timeout kind of thing. If it's a copyright violation. That's why I'm not putting any music on right now, because every time I even have the radio on now, I get a copyright violation. But anyway, I started thinking, well, no. Although YouTube is the gatekeeper, it was somebody who, did that just relaunch? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. My Well, I'm going to just finish the thought, and then I'll kind of end here. So anyway, the YouTube supposedly shut them down, but somebody else that didn't like what they said is what shut them down. So again, I'm saying let's try to all be respectful of other people's opinions, whether we agree or not, and light up our world and light up our pipes. Amen. Hope you got some out of that. Holy Smoke and Pipe Powder saying thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Hope this works.